Hello, lords and ladies of YouTube, and welcome back to Nightly Gaming's Nightly Gaming and another episode of Kickstarter Roundup. So, reminder that there's links to all of the games I talk about in the description down below, but let's move right on into our games. So, the first game is Battalion 1944 by Bulkhead Interactive. So, their headline reads, Battalion recaptures the intensity of classic multiplayer shooters, revitalizing the World War II genre on PC and console using Unreal Engine 4. So this game just looks amazing in my opinion. I was a fan of World War II shooters when I was younger. I've missed World War II shooters for a while. I think this looks like a great way to revive the genre, get away from some of the just modern warfare stuff, which is fun for a bit, but I want some variety. The graphics look nice, the shooting looks solid, the guns look like they have an actual weight to them, which is always a good thing in your shooter. It looks like it's trying to recapture that feeling of war that you get with those World War II games that you don't quite get with the modern shooters that seem too clean and quick, and there's not that grittiness and that tension that you get while fighting in the streets, which this definitely seems to capture. I am excited to see how this one turns out. And to see if people are as excited about World War II shooters returning as I am, see if it kind of gets super popular and exciting again, or what. There is going to be some customization in the game, but none of it's going to affect actual performance of any of the guns. It's all kind of cosmetic. They're trying to avoid a progression system where new players aren't able to compete against players that have been playing for a while just because the old players have better weapons and things like that. So they're avoiding all that stuff, which is always good, but I'm excited. I think you should check them out. But moving on to our second game. Visage by Sad Square Studio. Their headline reads, Each death has its visage. Would you dare look directly in its eyes? So this seems basically like a high quality addition to the psychological horror game. It looks like it's got all the points of psychological horror, does them all well. Graphics look nice. Atmosphere is great, spooky. There's cool little hints hidden throughout the house that kind of steer you through the house. It's an empty house that looks like it was instantly just abandoned out of nowhere, so it has that nice atmosphere, spooky ghost poking around. But at the same time, there doesn't seem anything super innovative there. It seems the kind of same old, very generic, but a very high quality game. So if you're interested in a very high quality psychological horror game, this is probably what you're looking for, but don't expect anything super new from what I can tell. But moving on to our next game, Quantum Chess by Chris Cantwell. So Paul Rudd showed us that anyone can quantum. Now it is your turn to play the game that started it all. Can you handle quantum chess? So that's their headline. So this game was originally shown as a prototype in a really hilarious video with Paul Rudd and Stephen Hawking and references to Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure and all that. But the creator wants to make it better than what they showed there. He wants to make it 3D, he wants to improve some of the gameplay, put networking, all that kind of stuff. There's not much to say about the game. It's chess with an interesting twist based on quantum physics with like positioning of pieces and how they can kind of teleport from one place to another, not necessarily following the traditional rules sometimes. It's interesting. I'd say it's worth checking out, but not a whole lot to say. Moving on to our last game, Knights and Bikes by Foam Sword. So, the headline reads, a co-op adventure about childhood inspired by the Goonies and Earthbound from developers on Tearaway, Little Big Planet, Ratchet & Clank. So, this game has a big team of veterans making a really unique, fun-looking adventure game. Your kids running around in this world. I can't figure out if the troubles that they're fighting are going on in their head or if there's an actual invasion going on. I'm not 100% sure there, which is kind of fun in its own sense where it kind of blurs the lines of childhood imagination and reality. The story seems really interesting. The graphics and the visual style is just great. It's very stylized but very nice looking. The gameplay looks really solid as well. The concept in general just seems fun. Following the kids around as they fight in this fun, whimsical world just seems enjoyable to me. Definitely think it's something that you should check out. It definitely appeals to me at the very least, but if it doesn't appeal to you, then so be it. But I would definitely say at least check them out. But with that, I'm done with the video. So what did you guys think of the games I listed this week? Was there any games that I didn't list that you think I should have mentioned, and was there any that I mentioned that you don't think I should have mentioned at all and just weren't worth it? Let me know in the comment section down below. Otherwise, if you guys enjoyed the video, click that like button. If you want to see more of my videos, you can check out my channel, and if you want to be notified when I put out new videos, Kickstarter Roundup is every Saturday, then you can always click that nice red subscribe button and be notified when I put out new videos. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!